Hey, so if you have questions about coaching or you're considering becoming a coach, we're in your territory this week in Ask Allison. Here's today's question. My coach wants me to take out a credit card that's specific to a bank that they're sponsored by. I don't really need a credit card right now and my credit is in a good place. Is this shady? Thanks to TherapyNotes for sponsoring us today. So my initial knee-jerk reaction to this is, hell yes, this is shady. Whenever I have that strong of a reaction, though, I try to think of the potentially reasonable counter-argument. And I'll be honest with you, like I sat here and I thought. It took some time to come up with a counter-argument. And there aren't many. So here are some non-shady reasons that this coach might be suggesting this. Maybe you mentioned wanting to build up your business credit in passing, or you mentioned that you want to someday buy a commercial building, and your coach knows that building your credit can be done really easily through a business credit card, and maybe their agreement with this bank means you get a really low APR. That's a generous thought. Money mindset could be a thing. Maybe y'all are working on pushing your sense of security around money, and that's a thing. Honestly, I think that's all I've got for devil's advocate. I will say that I've used business credit to join a coaching program I was interested in because I didn't have the funds. And what I learned grew my business exponentially. I'd taken out 2 0% APR for 18 months credit cards to fund it, and I paid it all back well before those 18 months came. So I do think that there's a time and a place for business credit cards or business credit. But I use like creditcards.com and would have been super suspicious if that coach had said, oh, like, here's a bank I have a relationship with, they'll approve you. It'd be a huge red flag for me if that coach was encouraging this as a personal credit card or for personal use instead of business use. Like, that would sketch me out even more. I'm personally very against consumer debt if it can be avoided, because a sweater never made me more money than it cost. I'm only willing to go into debt when it's temporary and it's going to yield a much higher return. So I think I would attempt a conversation with your coach about like how this felt for you and give them an opportunity to clarify. But if they're defensive in any way, if they aren't receptive, or if you're just like, if you're clear the conversation won't go well and you're pretty sure that's not your own fear of having it, I just hightail it out of that program. If anybody else can think of a reasonable devil's advocate situation, let me know. Put it in the comments. But I'm having a really hard time coming up with anything. And usually I'm pretty optimistic and willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. So that says something. We'll let you interpret that on your own. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I think I'm probably just underscoring things you're already thinking and feeling since you sent me this question.